Bolivia's parliament is continuing its debate on a draft law to change the constitution to remove presidential term limits. Now, there have been heated exchanges on the specifics of the referendum, which is due to be held next year. President Evo Morales' supporters want him to run again for office in 2019. Our correspondent Dimitri O'Donnell now reports from La Paz.
Yes and no together in Parliament, each side keen to mark their territory, stating their positions. A vote is underway to approve the draft law, which would allow for a referendum to abolish presidential term limits to take place next year. But first, they had to weed out the specifics of the law. The opposition say the motivation of the government is clear.
The only item of the agenda of the government, the official party agenda, is to look for endless power and seek re-election. They want to put everything else to one side to achieve endless power. This is very dangerous.
Both sides are debating whether the draft law will be amended ahead of the referendum. The opposition are angry that those seeking to campaign for the referendum no longer have to register. In the past, groups had to sign up with the Supreme Electoral Tribunal. But the government supporters say the people of Bolivia are in favour of the changes.
This is democratic. The people will decide the re-election of our president. They are also aware that there is a need to continue this process of change.
The constitutional change would allow presidents to run for 3 consecutive 5-year terms. Currently, presidents can serve 2 consecutive terms. Evo Morales' supporters argue that he will be able to run for president again because his first term in office didn't count as a presidential period because it took place under the previous constitution. The date of the referendum has already been set for February 21st next year. If it passes, it will clear the way for President Morales to run for office again in 2019, something that would please the country's largest social movements that have been campaigning for this to happen. Dimitri O'Donnell, Telesur at the Presidential Palace in La Paz.